5, 6, 7, 8.
$200. Yeah, let's see how many more we can do.
This challenge tests both the concentration levels and physical stamina that the gamers will need to compete in Dubai. It's timed, and the rules are simple. Hold out the wheel for as long as possible without breaking the beam. There's just a week to prove they have what it takes to compete in a real endurance race.
Hello from the 2013 Red Bull X Fighters Dubai, where I have your Swatch Best Moves.
5, 6, 7, 8.
The fact he's reached his 200th Grand Prix is no surprise, and you know he's continued to improve through all of the seasons that he's been in Formula One.
He is a racer, but that I mean is a man who is dedicated and loved because he loves it.
If you haven't got a good solid head on your shoulders, you're not going to go far. You can have talent, but you've got to be able to think as well. And that's what impressed me right at the beginning with Mark, and that's what impresses me still today with Mark.
You don't get to do one Grand Prix if you don't have certain talent, and you certainly don't get to do 200 if you're not delivering value.
You just know when the special ones come along, and Mark was certainly in that category.
The Minardi opportunity come up and there was Stoddy running the team.
Straight away I just knew that we were going to have a good year, but I never in my wildest dreams could imagine what was going to happen in the first race in Australia.
Stoddy just said to me on the grid, look mate, if you can get this car home, that'll be an absolute dream for me.
So the race started, there's a massive accident, the first corner. All I see on the screen is two Minardis going through. Well, first of all, we had the news that Mark's car was terminal, but as the race developed, Mark's up into 5th place. With 5 laps to go, you're starting to pray, you're starting to think, can this car get home?
Got the car to the end, and the response and the reaction from the crowd was obviously very unique.
The whole of Albert Park has come to the pit lane. It was just one of those crazy moments in Formula One that will go down in history. And, what a way to start your Formula One career.
You can't help but not learn from Frank in the scenario he is in.
The other thing that struck me about Mark at the time was he was one of those men for whom Formula One was a passion. It wasn't just a nice thing, I'll do while I'm young and make some money. He was very passionate about it. And that means, again, people like Mark, young drivers, they work physically and intellectually.
He's a very, very tough cookie when it comes to, the performance expectations of every key member in the team, and as well as the drivers.
We always get on famously well. But I will say we take the piss out of each other all the time, because that's healthy. Keeps us both our feet on the ground. But he's very popular in Formula One, and very popular within these 4 walls. Good memories of Mark.
We had DC. We wanted a really strong teammate to go with David. Mark was the obvious choice.
Well, he was an immediate candidate because we needed a quick driver, a front-running driver.
He was always a much stronger qualifier than I was. I think that we were quite evenly matched on race pace.
It was such a raw, fresh team when I first joined it, and that was, as I say, a big attraction and something mentally I needed at that point.
I don't think when Mark signed to join the team he could have ever imagined the kind of success and the Constructors' Championships that he's contributed to that we would go on to achieve.
Germany, I was so happy for him, and it was so overdue. It was always he had the talent, but he didn't have the luck, or he didn't have the car.
When he achieved that first win in Germany, I think it was a tribute to not only his driving, but also his contribution to the team.
Mark was truly dominant that weekend, and having qualified on the pole, I don't think anything was going to stop him on that day from winning his first Grand Prix, which was great to see.
The last 2 or 3 laps, I remember, it was spitting with rain down at turn 7 or down the bottom end of the circuit, and I'm just singing nothing else now, just leave me alone, I just want to get this win, please. Also, it was important that it wasn't a jammy win, it was a win that you deserved.
Mark achieved what he's got by his own determination and skill. And that there is no doubt he deserves and should receive full recognition of that.
It's almost a one-off track. It happens that some drivers simply gel very well at certain circuits.
Well, he's always been quick in Monte Carlo. To win the race in 2010 and 2012, is a remarkable strike rate, and I think a race that Mark will be very proud to have on his CV.
Joined a nice club of drivers that have won around there in the past, and so now to have done it twice, it's special.
Mark never ever loses his drive and motivation. I think that's the real testament to why he's still going strong at his 200th Grand Prix.
I think that part of a sportsman's mind is that you're never 100% satisfied.
I mean, we've seen in other sports people like Ryan Giggs go on for many years because they kept themselves in good shape, because they've they've applied themselves well, and that's exactly the same with Mark.
Mark's a sporting hero, he's a legend, and he's going to stay that way. And I mean, the 200 milestone, I think, you know, we'll be sitting down again doing the 250 milestone.
Yeah, but he's had a great career since then, gone on to better and better things. He deserves them fully. Everything he's achieved, he's deserved it.
You always want to be 25, mate. I still love to be 25 now, but I've got more wisdom now, you know, a little bit wiser in certain areas. I still feel very fit. I still feel hungry. I still enjoy driving the cars. 200, yeah, let's see how many more we can do.
The 6 fastest gamers from the UK and Ireland have come to Silverstone to compete for a seat in a professional racing team. They've raced on their consoles, but now they will have to translate those skills to the track.
Good morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. Gorgeous start to the day, but it's about to get pretty hellish for all these guys.
There's just a week to prove they have what it takes to compete in a real endurance race.
They really have no idea how to push themselves physically. As you can see, no disrespect, but I'm not seeing Mr. Universe in there yet.
Thank you, Mark. Skip.
I'll be following the gamers as they take on the most grueling physical and mental challenges of their lives.
Oh man, nearly there. Around this corner, I've nailed it.
They'll be looking to impress former Formula 1 driver Johnny Herbert and endurance race specialist Rob Barth.
Bit of a danger of implosion there, maybe. We'll keep our eye on it.
The judges will have the tough job of selecting just one driver to compete in a head-to-head race against the fastest gamers from Europe.
There's a challenge for second place, and there's a little bit of contact there. That's going to cost him time. Oh, he's got a tank slammer on!
The winner of the race will be crowned GT Academy champion and earn the seat at the Dubai 24 Hours. But this morning, that all feels a hell of a long way off as they start the day with everyone's favourite, fitness.
Show how tough you are. Sprinter, come on, sprint, let's go.
Yesterday, the gamers took on their first 2 challenges, and now the clock is ticking because in just a few hours, 2 of them will leave the academy.
Go, you're not over the line, Ed!
This is going to be tougher for them now. You're going to see vomit. Look away.
Guys, you all look a bit sorry for yourselves. Not enjoying it so far. That was only supposed to be the warm-up.
Guys like Andy Blow here, he's trained Mark Webber, you know, the fittest Formula 1 driver on the grid. And now, my guy's ass belongs to him.
2, 1, go!
Every challenge is catered to test a different skill. By putting the gamers through a range of activities, the judges can see how well equipped they are, or perhaps aren't, to cope with the demands of an endurance race. Rob and Johnny told me what they were looking for today.
Today, more physical fitness and more driving disciplines where we can see their natural, instinctive car control.
Just how physically demanding is it in a car though, Johnny, you know, in a 24-hour race?
Well, this is the good thing about the fitness side of it, because there are points that it really does get tough. It's very, very hot inside. They're going to be racing where? In Dubai, in the middle of a desert.
Cockpit temperatures in Dubai tend to be about 55 to 60 degrees, and they'll be in the car for 2 hours at a time. So it's sort of top-end cardiovascular for 2 hours. So marathon running is something that you can kind of liken the fitness to be somewhere near.
If you're not giving your best form, if you're not working as hard as you can, have a word with yourself.
And I think what this morning proves to them that they're actually in competition with each other.
Yes.
Well, they've had a night to think about it as well, you see it. So now it's really important that they step it up.
For the first challenge of the day, it was over to race camp.
Guys, this is the laser challenge. I can see you're looking a little bit hot, so this will give you a bit of an idea of what it's like in Dubai, but Rob will explain.
So for this challenge, we will be looking in detail at your grip strength, your arm strength, and your shoulder strength. All you have to do is hold a steering wheel with your arms locked out straight in front of you. 2 laser beams will monitor the movements of the wheel, and if you let the wheel go too far up or too far down, you break the laser beam and you'll be eliminated.
This challenge tests both the concentration levels and physical stamina that the gamers will need to compete in Dubai. It's timed, and the rules are simple. Hold out the wheel for as long as possible without breaking the beam.
The way the lasers are set up, if the lads move just a couple of millimeters, it's going to go off. Now, in a driving situation, and you're booting down a straight, you twitch just a small amount. What is the effect?
Well, the effect is it actually destroys the handling of the car. It makes the car either yaw or roll, and that's really what you're trying to stop, is actually be as smooth as you can, so the car doesn't react, because eventually you're just going to fight the car. Now, fighting the car for 24 hours is not fun.
The steering wheel itself weighs about 4 kilos, so it's physically quite demanding, and to do it head-to-head against each other in that warm environment would be good.
Another odd thing I noticed, the headphones. What's that all about?
It's just an on-board recording of a car going around the track, so just another thing to distract their subconscious.
First to take on the challenge, it's Danny Glover, Thomas Gibson and Istvan Demesh.
Guys, the challenge will start in 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds.
What we're trying to do is simulate the conditions in Dubai if they do get to race there. One thing we've done quite successfully is make it seriously hot in here. It's boiling outside, but it's scorching in here. The guys have got race suits on and they are really struggling with the heat, trust me.
A brief lapse in concentration and Thomas is out after just 39 seconds.
Didn't go too well for me. I'd like to have done a lot better than that, that's for sure.
In Dubai, any loss of focus could prove disastrous. Pro drivers have regular fitness conditioning to minimize distractions and assist with concentration levels in the car. Their legs have to be physically strong, capable of pushing on the brakes with up to 140 k's of force in some corners. Their core muscles keep them stable in the car and remaining upright during fast corners to focus on the track ahead. Their neck muscles must be strong enough to struggle against forces up to 3 times that of gravity. Arm strength is vital. When cornering, they will need to fight against inertia to keep the car on the racing line. In this challenge, their biggest battle will be the lactic acid building up on their arms, shoulders and abs, something they will have to develop a resistance to when they race in Dubai.
Danny's really focused. He's actually quite a strong lad. And he's doing quite well here.
Danny has experience racing motorbikes, giving him the necessary grip strength needed for this challenge.
I've raced in grass tracks since I was 7 years old. Riding a motorbike and driving a car is completely different. You can't compare them at all. The only thing I'd say it's helped me with is I'm not afraid of the car, because you can't fall off of it. You're like in a car. If I win this, it could start my career as a racing driver. I could be racing all over the world. It'd be amazing.
2 minutes.
Danny's holding out, but after struggling in both of the first 2 challenges, Istvan has something to prove.
This is seriously good from Istvan.
The strain becomes too much, and Danny caves in after 3 minutes, 32 seconds.
It's so hot in there, it's unreal. It was a lot harder than it looked as well.
Straight arms.
Istvan follows just 7 seconds later.
I hope that's enough, and I hope that they will find me suitable to go through.
Next up to face the challenge, it's David Williams, Des Foley and Jack O'Neill.
So the time to beat is a 3 minute 39 from Istvan. The challenge starts in 3, 2, 1.
Jack is out in just 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
I don't exactly know what happened, but I've got to pick myself up now and, you know, be positive towards the next challenge.
But Des and David don't do much better, both breaking the beam in less than a minute.
Second man down, 42 seconds. Oh, third man down, 46 seconds.
That's not good. That's not good.
I mean, it was a big shock to us all. We didn't expect to go so soon. We were all surprised. We didn't even think we were close to hitting the laser, but we were.
Target was to get to a few minutes, and I don't think I managed a minute, which was very disappointing. Very disappointing.
So, Istvan wins his first challenge with Danny in second, but the other gamers have a nightmare, managing barely 2 minutes between them.
Well, Johnny, what we witnessed in there was so intense and so stressful, wasn't it?
It was an interesting watch.
I was delighted for Daniel.
We had a lot of puffing going on quite early on where he was really with his breathing, and then the steering wheel started shaking. If he was in a car, my lord, would that be interesting? I would not want to be a passenger, that's for sure.
And then the extraordinary situation with the second bunch, who just all fell apart.
Totally. They should have been just focusing on their arms straight, looking where the lasers were, and nothing else. They've really got to up their game now. It's getting to a critical point.
5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bit naked. How well do you know your car? Your challenge is to accurately sticker a blank car in the 2013 livery. You will both have one side each of the car to prepare. Good luck.
Right, ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Okay, good luck with that one.
Oh.
Who's the judge?
Close.
Okay, that one is a bit mean now because no idea which one comes around.
Oh, Sim, this one goes on top of the cockpit, doesn't it?
Ah, wow. Yes, it does.
Okay. The thought was there.
Wait, no. Put it on top. Hang on, take this off.
Oh, that's harsh.
How did they give us this one?
Can't get over the aerial. It's got to go there, but we can't put it there. I'm going to make this one up. Beautiful. Bloody hell. That was a nightmare.
Ah! I didn't see that one.
Really? We have this much stuff on our car?
Right, time's up. Oh my God. Okay.
Are you happy? No.
Bit of a different livery here then.
It's pretty okay.
We put the base layer on wrong. That should have gone on first.
Yeah.
We improvised.
Adrian's not going to be happy about the front wing. Oh my God. This is not bad, huh? Not bad. They can't mess the stripes up because they come fixed, huh? Yeah. What do you think of the bull? It's, I don't know, again, Adrian might be a little bit annoyed with that.
Don't give up your day job, I think. Yes, the Red Bull sticker looks as if it's the old dust sheet that's been draped on.
What the hell are they?
Is that right?
No, you guys are just copying each other here.
No, we knew it was there somewhere. Look at me, I'll put Infinity down here. It was there last year.
There's not one that's right there apart from Casio.
Oh, seriously?
There's two.
Yeah.
Two this year?
Yeah, it's always been two. Yeah. Okay, decision time. It's good to see you've both been paying attention to where the logos go on the car. I can see that you take a lot of interest in that. I've not seen a car
You got our names right.
Yeah, you got the name right.
Got our name
Fairness,
right,
you got the name right.
Oh, I'd say it's a draw.
A draw equally bad?
Equally bad.
But you can see what's happening at the back is you're obviously watching each other and sticking them both on in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Look, Mark.
Pepe, Casio.
I mean, honest, I do know where they all go.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hello from the 2013 Red Bull X Fighters Dubai, where I have your Swatch Best Moves. Number 4.
I like that, nice and smooth. Nice.
Great style.
And there we see Vibor's underflip.
Nice.
Here's your number 3.
There it is,
No.
the signature trick, the double grab backflip. How would that feel to say your signature trick? It's a double grab backflip. Wow, that was absolutely beautifully executed.
Probably the best executed double grab backflip of the evening.
Here's your number 2.
Paris Hilton flip, and Danny has been upside down the majority of this run here.
Danny Torres into the Paris Hilton flip.
Here's your number 1.
There's the vault.
Perfect again. How does he do that?
And there we go with the vault. What a backdrop for that trick, by the way. The Swatch Best Trick Award for the vault. That's just an amazing trick. And the online voting that happened is clear. Everybody loves that trick from Thomas.